Blighty Boxing, Frank Warren and Queensbury here with the Lichfield Lion, Brad Foster. How are you, mate?
All good, mate, all good.
Haven't seen you for a while. You were supposed to be on a show a little while back, wasn't it? Did you get an injury? Was it Birmingham show or something? Or
Was there a burn? I don't know, I did get an injury in my left thumb, so...
Have you been frustrated, being kicking your heels all this time?
Yeah, but everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? I'm fighting Friday now, so it's all good, mate.
Now then, I will admit we spoke the other day, so some of these questions will be a little bit repetitive. But going back to that fight, I can only go on my own take on it. First of all, you won that fight, didn't you?
Yeah, it's all good saying I won it. Listen, I've moved on, do you know what I mean? I learnt from it.
No, you haven't. When I spoke to you the other day, you were still firing up about it.
No, you put that thing on Instagram making me out as if I was bitter, man. I ain't bitter. Listen, I wish Jason the best, you know what I mean? I did think, if someone's going to ask me, do I think I won? I'm going to say yeah, but I've moved on, you know, I've got a tougher opponent in front of me on Friday. You know, I'm focusing on that. It is what it is.
I'll qualify this, I didn't put anything on Instagram. I don't even know how to use
Someone
Instagram.
did, it made me out to look bitter, like, listen, I wish Jason all the best, you know what I mean? I've got a big fight Friday to focus on.
What have you worked on in that time though? Sort of what have you taken from that fight where you're thinking, you know, I'm going to sort of take these improvements into my next fight?
Yeah, there's lots of little things. Obviously, the experience that Jason had, tying me up in the later rounds, that's something you can learn from. Learn from the event. There's lots of things that I can learn from, and that's what I do. As I said over there, you can never stop learning in this game. I'm a student of the game, still young, and Friday, that's my next step to get where I want to be, and that's against Beluta.
Does that learning process include keeping the referee off your case? Because that was one thing that really stood out in that last fight. You were getting moaned at a lot by the referee in that fight.
Yeah, well, listen, that's the referee's job, innit? I can't fucking watch the referee while someone's trying to punch me head in, you know what I mean? Don't work like that, so...
yeah, but you presume he was telling you were breaking the rules, so...
Yeah, well...
That's in your hands, isn't it?
I didn't... Going back to that, if you want to go back to that, the low blow, that weren't a low blow. But as I said, that's where experience comes into play. Obviously, people know when to say, oh, that was low and that, so... Listen, it is what it is. I don't want to keep going on about the Cunningham fight. I can learn from it. I have learned from it, and you know, I've got a very tough fight on Friday against Beluta. So my focus is on that.
Last question on it then. See, you're getting a bit ratty. How long did it take you to sort of shake it off? I mean, how long were you miserable for at home?
I was miserable for a little bit, but listen, I'm still healthy. Do you know what I mean? We both came out of the fight, obviously safe and sound. That's the main thing. You know, I'm still happy. I'm still smiling. I weren't happy at the time, but listen, as I said, I've moved on, and yeah, it's probably worse when people come up to me now and say, "Listen, you won that fight," but it is what it is. Moved on.
You're jumping straight back into a big fight. Now, this is your 9th successive title fight between. I think one of them was 8 rounds, your area title, a couple of 10 rounders, a load of 12 rounders. That's some run, isn't it?
Yes, I didn't actually know that little stat there. But listen, I like to be in these fights. I like to be in title fights. As I said, I'm always learning. I like to challenge myself, and the next challenge is Friday.
It's a quite intense run, though, isn't it? I mean, there's sort of no breathing space where people sort of, you know, if you're champions, sort of say, oh, they take a little voluntary, which they pick an opponent which they think they're going to win. You go from one intense fight to another.
Yeah, well...
You thrive off that, do you?
Yeah, well, I probably do, to be honest. That's how you get better in this game. As I said, I'm a student of the game. I could have, after the Cunningham loss, I could have just beat someone up for 6 rounds and then got a stoppage, but that's not really going to get me anywhere to where I want to be.
True, but then if you had made adjustments or improvements, you could have tried them out in a little 8 round or something. It's not just about beating someone up, is it?
Well, of course, I believe I can try them out against the best, and Beluta's one of the best. So, listen, if I'm going to get any better, it's going to be fighting someone like him. I'm going to bring the best out of myself. So, listen, I'm ready. I really am ready.
I mean, obviously, you haven't got the British and Commonwealth anymore, but this is a strong title you're going in for, which can take you places. Yeah,
of course. Obviously, I thank Queensbury for getting the WBC proper international on the line for this fight. But this fight's a great fight. It's more than name, to be honest. You know, Beluta's been in there with very good people. Michael Conlon beat TJ Doheny. So listen, it's the name that I want to get on my record. So that's the goal.
Obviously, David Oliver Joyce is the other one in there. I mean, how many of those have you personally had a look at? Have you left it all to the old man?
Listen, I've had a little look at him. I don't spend my nights and days looking at Beluta on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? I've got to focus on myself. So yeah, I've had a little watch of him, and I believe I'll do what I do, and I'll win.
We're going to get a firefight?
Maybe, who knows? You're going to get a Brad Foster win.
Yeah, I mean, you don't sort of you don't make things too textbook in there, do you? And he seems like a
course.
proper fighter, doesn't he?
He's a very good boxer though as well. You got to give him credit for that. He knows his distance well, and he's an all-action fighter as well, to be honest. So, listen, it's going to be a good fight. This is a very good headlining fight, and it's definitely a top of the bill fight.
This your best opponent? Will this be your best win?
Yeah, best opponent and best win.
And what are your goals after this?
My goal is just win Friday night, and we can think about what we're doing after that.
Ideal world, are you after getting back lost property or just moving on now?
Listen, we'll see what's available. I'm not looking past this Friday. This Friday is my toughest fight to date. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling ready. You know, let's go, baby.
Thank you, Brad. Nice talking to you.
Nice
Good to see you again, mate.
Cheers, Paul.
Had a little telling off about Instagram that I didn't do.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, the way they're playing it, it's like I'm bitter. Listen, I wish Jason the best. It is what it is. If someone's going to ask me, do I think I won that fight, I'm going to say yeah. I'm not bitter. I wish him the best, as I said. So Friday night, that's what I'm focusing on.
Good man.